So, you done the work, you read the books, you done the therapy, you seen the pattern, you understand exactly why you struggle, and yet you're still living in the same loop. Most people believe they're failing at transformation, but you are not failing. You are experiencing identity lag. Your mind has already seen the truth, but your nervous system is still loyal to the version of you that survived the past. Here is what nobody tells you. You have been shifting identity since the day you were born. Every relationship, every role, every version of yourself you had lived behind. The question is, are you doing it consciously? In this lesson, we're not just talking about the change, we're talking about identity shift, what it is, how it works, and how you can finally stop being passenger in your own transformation and take the wheel. And if you're new here, subscribe, because here I give you tools to navigate the mind with logic, not mystery. And if it lands today, hit the like. It takes 1 second and it tells me to keep going. Let's dive in. What is identity and how do we identify with ourselves and with the world? If you start from the beginning, how we identifying with the world as we're coming in, we're identifying first of all with our body that cannot move, that cannot do things, and we are identifying with this state of helplessness, the need for help, the way we're identifying with the body who are still dependent on other people's care. And as you're growing and evolving, your body becomes stronger. You're identifying with a new stage of being able to walk, being able to communicate. You are changing. So you're no longer helpless child, helpless baby. You are in a place where you can communicate your needs. You need your parents less and less. And at the same time, your first people that you're identifying with are your parents. And you can see very often, if you raise children, how they're saying back the same sentence to you as you have said to them, repeating the same words because they identified with you. You are their mirror and they're receiving the world from you. So you can see we are changing, we are growing, and we're identifying there's new identity coming in. Somewhere through our teens, we're disconnecting from this identity of our parents. We're looking for our own identity. We are becoming looking what is right for me, what is wrong for me, who am I in this world? We're resenting the world. There's a whole new identity coming in till it's kind of start balancing out as you start recognizing yourself, who you are in the world, and you're becoming kind of looking for new people that you can identify. It can be your new teachers, it can be your new friends, it can be places of yourself. When you're moving to a new country, when you're going to a new job, when you're going to a new school, a new community, new parts are coming out. In the path of transformation, the identity shift became extremely marketable. The marketing, the identity shift, but not enough explanation. How do we shift our identity? How do you really identify with yourself and who you are in this world? So I just threw a few examples as you're already shifting your identity as you're growing and you're changing from birth. You're also changing your identity, maybe from conception, maybe just a few cells coming together. And then before you know it, there's a heartbeat, there's lungs, you developing limbs, you moving, the birth, being inside the womb, being outside the womb. It's two different identities. So somehow our mind is used to this new way of rebirthing new identities all the time because we're changing. The best way to start understanding identity is to start consciously witnessing yourself as you're changing your identity throughout the day. You can reflect the way you wake up in the morning. You're one person. That's a kind of identity. You might be grumpy, you might be moody, you might be very happy to approach the day. That's the way you're identifying with your mornings. Before you know it, you had your breakfast, you may be starting work, you maybe need to make a few calls. If your conscious is present, if your awareness is all tuned in, you can start shifting and witnessing The identity shift between morning to afternoon to evening to night. There are different identity stages that you're coming in and coming out. That's just the basics. The deeper way of getting to know and witness the identity shift is how you're interacting with others and how the world shifting your identity. For instance, you're communicating with your child, you have one identity. You're communicating with your parent, you have another identity. You're communicating with your beloved, it's completely another identity. Your friends. Start witnessing how many identities are there. Just from this communication, you can see how you're shifting and almost putting a new mask, a new face all the time as you're reaching somebody else. When you're speaking to somebody in the office, phone call identity, sales representative, it's completely different faces that you're moving, shifting all the time. So if you know that you're shifting and moving all the time and there are so many identities within you, the question is why people feel stuck. Why do you feel stuck if there's so many identities within you? Take the mask off, put another on. You've been trained. You know who you are. You can identify so easily with so many faces of you, with so many stages of you, right? And at the same time, identity becomes a bit challenging